Yeah.
Now, and I feel you now to piggyback off what that guy has said, or what you were saying, people saying, man, you need to go back to the streets and so forth. What would you say to the person where, like, man, I understand that you are in this Christian lane, Christian music and so forth, and definitely respect that. Well, what would you say to that person? Say, like, well, you can still, in a sense, talk about the streets, but in a way of helping people get out of it. What would you say to that?
And you can. Like, you're not supposed to neglect. That's your testimony. If you ever been through
Okay.
something and you gotten through it, that is testimony. That's material. So
Okay.
yeah, you can use it, but a lot of people use it wrong. Because like I said, a lot of people be like, I want to hear that pain. So it's like, okay, I can do that, but you just got to bring it back to because a lot of people, like I said, they say they believe in God, but they don't believe in Christ, and He's the only way through. So it's like, you just have to figure out how you can speak on that without glorifying it, per se.
I got you.
I'm trying to find a better way to say it because I feel like people kind of get thrown off with the whole glorify. They be like, I'm not glorifying the streets. This is what I've been through. I'm just like, it's hard to kind of find the right word.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's your testimony though.
Mm-hmm. I guess in a way where it looks like, I guess, glorifying might be a trigger word for some, but I guess the thing is maybe shining a light on. Maybe that might be a word. You shine a light more on that than the actual change or the actual getting through and so forth.
Yeah, like people are so busy trying to relate that they're not even emphasizing the importance of being set apart, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like to where you're not glorifying the weed and the drinking and the women and all that. Yes, that's a part of your testimony, but you should know how to bring it around to how that's not good because you experience it all the time. We experience the effects of the drugs and the alcohol and killing people and doing people dirty. We don't like it. At the end of the day, we're against that. As soon as it hits home, it's fun and games when we watching it online and all that stuff. As soon as it hit home, now we sad and you know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
So it's like each person is going through different things, experience things differently, but that one thing that kind of remains true is that we don't like the negativity. And it should be a way for them to be able to spin it around to, that positive, a positive light on it. Yeah.
Right. And you might have said it a little bit within this, but like but you stated earlier, you can reflect on the past or the streets and whatever got you through and what you've gotten through or been through, but you said they were using it wrong. So in what ways are they using it wrong and how can they use it in the right way or more effective way?
I think like you say, like they kind of, we normally emphasize like I said, we normally emphasize the things like the weed, the drugs and all that to relate to people. And I think that's kind of where we go wrong at. So much of the relation, like you want to relate to somebody, so you guys can, find that common ground to be able to connect. But we shouldn't stay there. A lot of people get stuck in relating to somebody and that trauma and all of that. We get stuck. We got to figure out how not to get stuck there. You can't dwell on it. So it's like, even like with the music and the videos and stuff, like that's all we showing is the women, you know what I'm saying, twerking. We showing us blowing smoke. We showing the weed. We showing bottles on bottles. We showing hanging out on the block with the homies. And it's just like, okay, like that's, especially visually, that's all I'm seeing. So of course that's what's gonna get stuck in your head. That's what's gonna get stuck. And when we think about a certain song or whatever, we're thinking about what we picture. So we can get back. So that's what takes us back to it. And
I'm about to say, yeah, go ahead.
That's kind of like, and what we think becomes what we speak about, and that's what manifests in our lives. Like, we got to change how we're thinking about things so